Preston is a community in Cambridge, Ontario, Canada. And today, we're checking out a family-owned business that's all about the toys. Welcome to My Toy Store.
I'm Tim Krete.
Hi, my name is Justin.
My name is Ben Krete. I'm part owner of the Toy Society, a family-owned and operated business in Cambridge, Ontario.
We've been open 2 years as of June the 1st.
The name came about, it was kind of a whole family ordeal. We got everyone together in the living room and we all sat down and we all just started chirping at each other just with names, and all of a sudden my brother Rob, he just spoke up with the Toy Society, and we liked the idea of the society part because it's more of a community thing. We want to get the community involved, and yeah, it's how it came about.
I think my son Ben is the most knowledgeable, probably because most of our stuff is like an 80s and 90s genre.
Yeah, I guess I would be the most knowledgeable, well-rounded person in toys in the Toy Society, but we all do have our strengths and weaknesses. I'd say my dad's much better in 60s, 70s, and earlier toys. I'm a big 80s, 90s kid, and my brother more modern toys.
Well, the way the store came about was we all saw Ben's collection of toys and how large and crazy it was. And we knew that he had too much for himself, so we decided to come up with this idea of opening up a store and sharing it with the world.
The inventory for when we started was most of my collection. My wife, we had just moved and my whole garage was completely full of boxes, and she said I had to get rid of it, so I thought what better than opening up a toy store.
It used to be the video game store in Preston. It was for years and years. My kids came here, rented video games, and I think he had movies as well. And you know, it was a pretty popular place, and it had been empty for a few years. And we just decided one day to just let's look at the place. So we looked at the place, and we chose it.
We loved it. We had a vision. 22 days later, we opened up the Toy Society and never looked back.
We really didn't know where to start, but we just knew we wanted things to be organized on shelves, in bags, so that somebody that comes in would go, wow. It would be like a department store the way they used to sell a toy, you know, displayed nicely.
So in those 22 days, we basically, when we took over this building, empty shell, nothing inside, floor was filthy, walls were filthy. We painted it from floor to ceiling. We had my father-in-law actually come in and he buffed the floors out for us. My dad built the countertops, all the shelves, all the pegboard. Had my mom, my sister, my brothers, everyone in here putting things in bags, binning things, putting them on pegs, and yeah, that's how we opened up. How we get inventory now is my dad and I do most of the purchasing. Justin purchases the stuff that comes through the door. I purchase a lot at shows and through friends' collections and that, and my dad's on the road all the time, so yard sales, flea markets, etc.
I shop. I love shopping.
We've bought many things out of people's houses. We've been through hoarders' houses. We've been through whole warehouses. Just, yeah, it comes from literally everywhere.
The goal for the Toy Society, I think, is to obviously keep going, keep getting bigger, keep getting more inventory, and keep helping local collectors in, you know, Canada. That's where most of the stores are big US built stores, so we wanted to have a local area that collectors can come and purchase their toys.
Chat with people. I don't mind being a little personal with people. I like knowing about people's lives. That's how I get to know people. People come in and they just spill their whole life story to me, and I enjoy it because the next time they come into the store, I just like talking to them about themselves and knowing about their life and seeing how they're doing and having fun with toys.
I see a very bright future. I think we got a great market. The people seem to enjoy us as well, as, you know, because we are collectors ourselves.
I see bigger. I see a larger location. I see multiple locations.
I want to get more community together. I want to start doing like gaming nights, maybe even a movie night, maybe getting some customer appreciation nights going. I hope we start a lot of people's collections. I hope we continue people's collections. I hope we even completely remove something from someone's collection and start a new thing. And yeah, it'll be fun that way.
Coolest thing I've seen come in the store would be a collection, a full set of Galaxy Heroine. I like to collect knockoffs, and it's just a really bad She-Ra knockoff from the 80s.
I love the G1 Transformers that come in that I don't remember because, you know, I wasn't a kid in the 80s. Some of the vintage Star Wars stuff, fantastic.
The coolest thing I think I've seen come into the store is Colonel Sanders. He's epic. What else can I say?
The most valuable item we've had in the store would be a vinyl cape Jawa. It was in C10 condition, so basically fresh out of the case. And if anyone doesn't know why a vinyl cape Jawa is more rare than a standard cloth cape Jawa, Kenner back in the 80s when they released the vinyl cape, it was most of the figures were 3 3/4 inch, where the Jawa, obviously everyone knows, is a little short guy, and they thought that parents would think they were getting ripped off because it was a cheap vinyl cape on a 3 3/4 inch figure. So on the next second wave of the figure, they released it with a full cloth cape to kind of make up the difference in money.
My favorite toy series, I'd have to go back to when I was a child. I collect Billy Blastoff. Most people probably won't know what it is, but look it up if you don't know. It's just a little space guy. He had a bunch of little vehicles with him, and I enjoy looking at them and touching them and play with them still.
My favorite toy series, it's hard, but between two of them would be Spectratron and Flexatron. They're two random 80s toys with He-Man bodies with glitter chests. You push their butt and they energize, and they're like snow globes. I don't even know how to explain it. They're like He-Man snow globes.
My favorite toy series? Right now, I'd probably say my favorite toy series is Exo Squad. It was a 90s TV show, cartoon, and yeah, I just love it. Mechs and G.I. Joe size characters, awesome.
My favorite thing in the store right now would be a couple of Remco Warrior Beasts.
You know, it's funny. I love toys, and I have probably hundreds of favorite things in the store right now. But I love Mark's figures from the 60s and 70s. They're just plain plastic, one color, whether it's a gunslinger or an astronaut.
Arnold Palmer's Indoor Golf Course. It's basically a golf game where you open up a box and it just has a bunch of random styrofoam and blocks and stuff like that, and you create your own golf course, and you hold a legit golf club holding Arnold Palmer holding a golf club, and you hit a styrofoam ball.
My least favorite thing are probably trolls. Don't like them. Don't like their hair.
Trolls. Hate trolls. Hate them.
I'd have to say my least favorite thing in the store is Mega Blocks, actually. Just because they're more of a cheap form of Lego, and I've never really liked the look of them. You can't build anything else with Mega Blocks other than the set that they're specifically built for. Pricing, we usually have an idea of what most of the stuff that comes into the store we usually have sold before. So if it's something that I haven't priced before, it's a matter of searching on the internet, maybe calling Ben or my father if it's something to do with more their time period. I'd say most of the time we kind of check a well-rounded bit of about 10 different websites, and we come up with like an average price, and we kind of go a little bit lower than that to make it not so much of a museum in here, and we don't want that. We want people to actually want to buy things in the store, and we want them to go home happy with what they spent.
Weirdest thing that's happened in the store, I'd say, is like yesterday. It's kind of the reason we opened up the store is we all of us collect ourselves. There's been a piece I've been looking for 4 years, and I have not come across one, never even seen one, and I just got 2 of them in 4 days of the store. So I don't know how that ever happened or I don't know how that works, but again, 2 of them in 4 days after 4 years of searching for it.
The most awkward thing that's happened to me in the store would have to be a man who came in and bought a gremlin toy for his son, and he brought it home for his birthday and decided to bring it here 3 months later, opened, and said that he opened it yesterday and the head was missing. And I'm like, I remember selling that to you with a head on it. And he's just like, yeah, well, I opened it and the head just came right off. Could you do anything for me? And I said, I can't really do something for you 3 months later. and he just flipped out and just up and left, like kicking the door open and just, full outrage.
What I like about the toy community, I think they're all great guys. I don't, a lot of people would say they're nerdy and stuff like that, but I think they come from all walks of life, whether they're lawyers, doctors, whoever. We've had all kinds of people in. I think in general, because, we love toys ourselves, I think, there's a connection. And they come in and they love how things are displayed. We respect, as much as a toy needs respect, we respect the collectors, the people.
Awesome. I've basically built my life off the toy collecting community. I've got some of the best friends I've ever met, some of the greatest people. Everyone that walks through the door is awesome, super friendly. No complaints on our side.
I've really enjoyed a lot of people that have come in the door and talked about their toy collection, hearing about their toy collections, and sometimes I've even gone over to their houses and seen their toy collections. It's kind of fun. The most popular item in the store right now, I would probably say Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The reason why is because everybody loves them. I don't know why, but particularly, but everyone just loves the Turtles, and everyone loves Star Wars. Everyone loves, even Star Trek sells. But Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is probably the best thing to sell in here.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles would be the most popular item in the store right now. I think that's due to recent wave of movies coming out, and with kids from my generation are at an age now where they have full-time jobs, they want to relive their childhood, they're starting to have kids again, and they want their kids to have the same toys they did.
There's probably a bunch. Transformers, when you get into superhero stuff, superpowers, get into Marvel Selects and Marvel Legends. Star Wars is definitely a big seller.
I'd say the least popular item in the store right now would be Trolls. I hate them.
I think the least item that is probably sold in the store is Trolls. I don't think we've sold one since we opened.
I'd probably have to say video games. Everything eventually goes in here, but the games I usually make deals on, mainly because they take a while to sell. It's a little bit iffy to buy them because I don't know how long it's going to sell.
Is there anything we won't take in? No, not really. Trolls, obviously, as we've stated, are not our favorite, but if they were like troll fighters or battle trolls, we'd be all over them. We try not to take in broken items, but there are parts on broken items as well that we can use to fix other items that are broken.
I would take in almost every toy that comes through the door. I can't think of very much that we've ever turned down, except for broken toys. I know there's this Island of Misfits toys, as in the old show, but nothing's misfit here. I don't think there are any cons to us being a family-owned business. We love each other, and we respect each other. We respect each other's position in the business, and we've rarely had an argument over really anything.
I love my father and I love my brother, and it's really fun working together, and I love toys, so we all do, so it's kind of fun.
I wouldn't say there's really any cons. Like, there is bickering, but every family goes through that, whether you're a family-run business or not. But the pros is that I trust my family. I know my dad and my brother aren't intentionally doing anything to affect the business other than to make it grow and do better.
If you like what you just saw, please subscribe, like, and comment. And don't forget to check out our other videos.